Guard is desperately searching for a tourist submarine that is missing in the North Atlantic. 5 people are on board that sub that takes paying customers to the ocean floor exploring the wreckage of the Titanic. But there's been no word from that vessel since yesterday morning.
It is a remote area, and it is a challenge to conduct a search in that remote area. The vessel was designed with a 96-hour sustainment capability if there was an emergency on board. And so we're using that time, making the best use of every moment of that time to locate the vessel.
That sub is located and operated by a company called OceanGate, which is trying to open up the deep sea to tourists. As our Brian Hackney shows us, OceanGate once tested a prototype right here in the San Francisco Bay.
The company OceanGate worked on a submersible prototype for a decade. The work included a dip in San Francisco Bay in 2016. In video provided by environmental journalist Mary Miller, OceanGate technicians are seen demonstrating the capabilities of the craft, designed to carry a pilot, 3 guests paying $250,000 each, and an onboard expert.
More people have been to space than have been to see the Titanic.
That's Stockton Rush, founder of OceanGate, in a 2018 interview.
People will enter and exit through the dome.
The vessel is designed to carry 5 people down to a depth of 12,000 feet, where the remains of the Titanic can be seen in just released 3D video. The OceanGate vessel was reported overdue and out of contact last night, about 435 miles south of Newfoundland, and is now down to perhaps 70 hours of onboard life support left. One billionaire verified to be aboard the craft had said, due to the worst weather in Newfoundland in 40 years, this mission is likely to be the first and only manned mission to the Titanic in 2023.
Yes. Iceberg, right ahead!
Icy weather and high speed claimed the Titanic on its legendary maiden voyage across the Atlantic in 1912. 1,500 people lost their lives when it sank. Now both OceanGate and government agencies have perhaps 2.5 desperate days to try to prevent the legendary site from claiming 5 more lives.
And the founder of OceanGate, Stockton Rush, seen in that story, is now believed to be aboard a submersible. The 5 people on board may have only 70 hours of oxygen left. And because the vessel is deep underwater, there's no way to communicate by radio or locate it with GPS.